Technologies have helped many individuals reach a higher quality of life. In order to achieve this, it is important that individuals feel comfortable with technologies and how to use them. The MPT process is designed to help the provider and user work together to choose the most appropriate technology based on the characteristics of the person, technology, and milieu, and to choose the most appropriate training strategies for the optimal use of the technology. The MPT philosophy is that each match of person and technology is unique and requires individual attention, and that technologies are means to achieve personal goals, not ends in themselves. When using the MPT instruments, follow these initial steps. Step 1. Use the form entitled Worksheet for the Matching Person and Technology Model to determine which technologies are potentially useful for the individual. First, write down the initial goals that you and the user have established together, including possible alternative goals. Second, determine and record the interventions supportive of the goals. Third, determine any technologies needed to support the attainment of the goals. Step 2. Use the form titled The Story of Support Use to identify technologies used, desired, and needed. Step 3. Use the flowchart on the form entitled Collaborative Model for Matching Persons with Technologies to organize your assessment and to select the appropriate MPT instruments. Step 4. Familiarize yourself with the general procedures for using the MPT instruments. And Step 5. Read the appropriate sections in the manual for directions for the specific instruments you have chosen to use. The MPT model assessments are designed to inform, not to replace professional judgment. They are screening tools that indicate areas that need further assessment and intervention. The MPT is not designed to predict use or non-use of a technology. The MPT process contains a series of quick and easy instruments. All of the MPT assessment instruments, except for the Healthcare Technology Predisposition Assessment, is actually a pair of instruments. One is designed for the provider of technologies, the counselor, therapist, or teacher, and the other is designed for the technology user, the client, student, or employee. The two are meant to be used together in a user-driven and person-centered process. Completion of the instruments and observation of the balance of positive and negative responses will provide insight into the quality of a match between a person and a selected technology. Use the following procedures to gain the most benefit from the MPT person-centered process. 1. Ask the person to complete his or her version of the appropriate form, focusing on current feelings and attitudes. The format may need to be adapted to meet the user's communication needs. Also, the wording on the user form can be changed for specific technologies. The meaning of the item, however, should not be changed. 2. Complete the provider version of the form and identify discrepancies between your version and the user version. 3. Discuss with the user those factors that may indicate difficulties with acceptance or use of the technology. 4. After you have noted the problem areas, work with the user to identify specific intervention strategies and to devise an action plan to address the problems and describe proposed interventions. 5. Finally, you should record the strategies and action plans. Written plans can provide the justification for any subsequent actions, such as requests for funding or release time for training. To explore the MPT assessment instruments and specific instructions for using each instrument, refer to the MPT manual.